My son's voice cracked through the dining room like a whip, sharp enough to cut the air itself. "Give me your entire pension," he said coldly, "or you can get out of my house." For a moment, the world around me seemed to freeze. The ceiling fan hummed above us, blades slicing through the thick Nevada air, as though even it wanted to escape the tension rising at the table. My fingers trembled on the edge of the paper I had shown him, a reminder of an unpaid balance, nothing more. But I already knew I shouldn't have spoken. The desert night outside was dry, bone dry, the kind that made wooden walls groan and floorboards whisper under their age. From the end of the hallway where my small room waited like a forgotten closet, the house always felt too big for me, too polished, too cold, too unfamiliar. I had lived here almost a year, yet every passing day made me feel less like someone's mother and more like an unwanted guest. Martin's wife, Trina, leaned back in her chair, arms folded, her lips curled in that familiar poisonous smile she saved only for me. "At least you're not in a nursing home," she would always remind me, her voice coated in sugar but burning like acid. Tonight, she didn't even bother hiding her bitterness. "This is a family home, Elsa," she said, as if the word family did not include me. "Not a charity where we feed people who bring old problems into our new lives." Her laugh was thin and icy. It echoed off the marble countertops. Across the table, my grandson Richard held his spoon with both hands, looking between us with wide, confused eyes. He didn't understand what was happening, but somehow he understood he shouldn't interfere. I wanted to speak. I wanted to remind Martin of the nights I stayed awake sewing patches on his school uniforms so he wouldn't go to class embarrassed. I wanted to remind him of the winters when I pretended I wasn't hungry so he could have both slices of bread. Of the times I held him when fevers shook his small body through the night. But when I opened my mouth, the words crumbled into dust. "Martin, I raised you with love, not to beg for it now." He shot up from his chair so violently that it screeched across the tiles. "You raised me to clean up after you. You've lived your life, Mother. Sign over your pension and you can stay. Otherwise," his hand flew toward the front door, "you know where to go." The words didn't feel like anger. They felt like erasure. Later, hours later, or maybe only minutes, I couldn't tell, he appeared at my doorway holding a mug of warm milk, his voice suddenly soft, too soft to trust. "Here," he said, smiling without warmth. "I didn't mean to yell. Drink this and sleep. We can talk tomorrow, calmly."